Okay, quick update. Yeah. So, I don't even know where to start. Distributor that was in it, junk. Shorting out. I had power. I don't know. It was trying to spark the distributor instead of the points. I cleaned the points up, cleaned some connections up, but as soon as I would touch it, it would short through the points into the distributor. I'm not saying the distributor's junk, but I'm saying it's not good. So, also, you can see a fabbed up piece down there where the oil pressure gauge or sending unit should be. Nothing is there. I rolled it over to see if there was any spark, and it dumped a couple quarts of oil on the ground. So I had to clean that mess up. It does turn over. I took a distributor out of the 289 that's on the engine stand and put it in there. Oh, what am I doing? You can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm a tooth off. I mean, I'm all the way over against the water jacket, and she runs, but I really got to put it in, bring it back a tooth. So, you know, we should have one of those cameras when I start one of these things. So we have rodent, parts of rodents, what I think is a rodent, more we're not sure, but it did push a bunch of stuff out for a few seconds. I let it run. I don't have a fuel tank, and my mixed fuel, I didn't have enough of it. I could only run it. I ran it about probably 25 seconds over 3 times I started it. It ran better each time I started it, and it's probably because it's pushing stuff out. I will hook up a fuel tank, gravity feed it, and I'm going to get that junk carburetor off there, because that carburetor is, yeah, scrap. And I've got a 2100 auto light I can throw on there, put a new gasket on it, put that on. So there's the update. I spent more time on this today than I wanted to. I wanted to do some more work on this, but you know what happens. You get sidetracked, and that's what happened. But it does run. I did notice there is no clutch pedal. Goes right to the floor. I looked on the side of the engine, and everything's there, but this block was not drilled for the clutch pedal assembly that hangs on a Ford, on the earlier Fords, off the bell housing, but I'm pretty sure it's on the block on these. So this motor's not going to stay in this car. I will put the 289 out of the 66 2+2 in it. I think that's like 265 horse, 275 horse, I don't know, somewhere in there. So yeah, gonna have to do. I want to get it on the hoist and take a look at it, but well, you know, if you look at the rear end and there's nothing attached to it, you're pretty sure there's no drive shaft in it either. So yeah. So this is basically somebody started working on it, lost interest in it, looked like they put a motor in it. So this is not the original motor for this car. I don't understand, and somebody that does, I mean, I know Mustangs, I've had Mustangs my whole life, and what I was told is 5 lug is V8. Torque boxes on both sides, another reason it's V8. Now maybe in 68 they changed this. I know on the earlier ones, they usually had torque boxes on one side, but not both sides. This has it both sides. This has a 4-speed. Looks like a factory 4-speed in it. It has 5 lug wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can count. And but it has a T in the on the VIN number, and that is first T is where it was made, was California. The second T would be the engine group with a 206 cylinder, either auto or standard transmission. So I'm going to have somebody help me out. I'm going to do a little research, but if anybody knows anything, why I have twin torque boxes and 5 lugs, drum brakes all the way around. Doesn't look like anybody changed it. It kind of looks like it was original. So maybe the 68s I'm not too sharp on, but definitely 5 lug twin torque boxes and 4-speed transmission. Okay, but it very well could have been a 6-cylinder, and somebody could have done a 5 lug conversion on it, or maybe it came factory 5 lug. I'm not sure. But the 2 torque boxes are the thing that catches me, because used to be the 6 cylinders only had 1 torque box, would be on the passenger side and none on the driver's side, but this one has both. So probably Ford just started putting torque boxes on both sides, or maybe when somebody restored it, they put torque boxes in. It does have newer quarters on it, newer front fenders on it, new fenders on the front, and so yeah, there's a lot of mysteries with this. It does have the 66, yeah, I never even looked at that. I wonder if that's a 3-speed. It says 4-speed on it. That's what I'm thinking, it's a 4-speed, but I'm gonna check that before I leave the building, because if that's a 3-speed, it won't be in there long. I may, when I put the 289 in, I'll put a T5 behind it and put a hydraulic clutch in it. That's probably the easiest way and get away from all this other stuff. Okay, thanks for shopping for mice. There's a special on them. Mouse carcasses, half price today. I better shoot this up. When I can get it running for extended period of time, I'll show you it running. Okay, thanks for stopping in.